Hello and welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider, the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside Brooks Monaghan. And Coach, over the weekend, a split at home, a 3-1 win over Rice, a 1-0 loss to Ole Miss. But let's start out with the win over the Rice Owls, who you're familiar with, a former conference opponent.
Yeah, no, and a very good team. Obviously, to get a result, 3-1, you take it and you run. I thought we played some very good soccer. I thought the kids stuck to the game plan. Actually could have scored a couple more goals, missed a few sitters. Their keeper came up big. Unfortunate to give up a goal, in the last 7 or 8 seconds, which was a miscue between our keeper and one of our backs. Those things happen. If they're going to happen, you want them to happen when you've got a comfortable lead at the end of the game. But overall, I thought I walked away from that game saying our kids played really well.
You had 3 different players score in that match, so distributing the ball has been very good this season.
Yeah, and we don't have maybe that one player that's scoring a ton of goals, but we're still getting the goals from quite a few kids. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who scores them as long as they're being scored.
You turn around, a 1-0 loss to Ole Miss, kind of a typical match you've had with the Rebels. Very hard-fought, very physical match.
Yeah, no, listen, and it doesn't matter who's having what kind of year. That Ole Miss-Memphis game, it's usually a 1-goal game, and it was a typical game, and it was a battle back and forth. For us, I thought the first 10, 12 minutes, we came out of the gates all right, and then I thought they got the better of the rest of the half. And then second half, we really challenged our kids because you could tell Ole Miss was really up for that game. They were winning a lot of 50-50 balls, second balls, and credit to them. And we had to go in at halftime and talk to our kids about matching that intensity, and they matched it. And because they matched it, we got some good opportunities. Unfortunate not to finish a couple of those chances. But, listen, our kids' fault. It's hard to look back at that game from tactics. Of course, there's tactics that are involved, but it's such an emotional game, and it's kind of a 1v1 battle all over the field. It was a great soccer match. Had a great crowd out there. We appreciate the support. Unfortunately, we came up short, but you can learn a lot from that match.
You stay in the top 25 as high as number 23 in the polls. Also, Michaela Morton makes the honor roll this week.
Yeah. I mean, we had some kids who had good weekends. It's again, we expect to win every game. So when you drop one, it doesn't matter who it's to. It's a little bit of a Debbie Downer, but again, we'll rebound, get better from it. Congrats to Michaela. She's not the only one that had good performance on the weekend, but. Now it's all moving forward to the games this weekend.
You're going to head out to the Northwest for a couple of matches. You're going to start out in Moscow, Idaho.
Yeah. Not so. I don't even know where that is, really. No, I'm kidding. Good friends with the coach there. They came and played us a couple years ago. Same with Gonzaga. So it's a return trip, something different, something. It's good for the kids to see something different environment, different part of the country. The game will be played on turf, so. The game plays a little bit different on turf, but we're fortunate here that we've got a couple of different turf surfaces that we can train on. But it's being away from home. There's no easy games. It's not easy to win. So we know that we have 2 tough matches ahead of us.
You mentioned Idaho. Now you turn around. You stay out west when you go to Gonzaga.
Yeah, new coach, and man, they're doing really, really well. I've got a chance to. Actually, I wasn't scouting them, but I saw SMU. And those guys playing, and they're a very physical team, and just work their socks off. So I mean, we're going to have 2 very, very tough games over the weekend, but looking forward to the road trip out west.
Coach, sounds good. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Head Coach Brooks Monaghan. I'm Jeff Brightwell for the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.